What is auto-enrolment? Well, auto-enrolment is a workplace pension. Is it something that belongs in the accountancy arena? Not really. Is it something that belongs to the small business owner? Well, whether you want to get into a political debate here about whether it's something that you should be dealing with, the hard reality is that it's something that's been imposed on all of us, small business owners, and it's another overhead on our time that we have to deal with. It's been introduced because, as you're probably aware, we've got an ageing population, where in the past we've had 1 in 4 people working to support the pension, the state pension. That's predicted to be down to 1 in 2. So clearly we are all living longer. What does it mean for a business owner? Well, it basically does mean more administration, overhead and cost. There's no way of getting away from that. And who does it apply to? Well, basically it applies to everyone who employs at least 1 member of staff. And from 2017, every small business or new business startup will now have to be into auto-enrolment duties. So what do you have to do? Well, you basically have to auto-enroll all eligible workers at your staging date. And as I say, for most businesses in the UK now, they've already passed their staging date. But if you're a new startup business, then you will be given a staging date when you start up. What this means is that basically any worker who is between 22 and state pension age, who earns roughly from 17, 18 and it's predicted 18, 19, who earns about £10,000 will have to be auto-enrolled. Now, if you earn less than that, and the qualifying earnings, which currently are around about £6,000, okay, if you're between 16 and 21, you don't have to be auto-enrolled. Equally, if you're between 22 and 74 and you are earning below that £6,000, then you don't have to be auto-enrolled. The only age group that has to be auto-enrolled currently, as it currently stands, are age 22 to state pension age and earning over 10,000. But it's worth getting some advice on this, because even though you don't have to auto-enroll those people that are outside of what I've just mentioned, they do have the right to put themselves into the pension fund, and dependent on their income, you may have to contribute. So definitely get some advice. As I say, it's not really an accountancy thing, but you can, of course, speak to your accountant for advice, or an IFA as well. And there are varying different contributions. At the moment, up to the 5th of April 2018, it's 1% employer, 1% employee, and then this rises from the 6th of April 2018 to 2%. And 3% employee, and it's going to rise each year. So definitely get some advice. There are lots of different pension schemes out there. There is Nest, which is the one that's been set up by the government to accept everybody, but there are now People's, and lots of the big insurance companies have also set up auto-enrolment pensions, but obviously their performance will be varyingly different, as will their charges. So definitely get some advice, but that's what auto-enrolment is all about.